we don't get into heaven alone. There really, in a sense, is no such thing as private salvation. If I get into what I imagine is heaven on this earth or in the next life, and I'm the only one there, I don't see that as heaven at all. That idea of that expanse, of that all nations, of how we hold that is so important, and how we learn to value, and we're going to be coming back to this thread a number of times, diversity, not divisiveness. Or we embrace diversity, not divisiveness. So important. It's interesting, like Jesus, when you look at his life, so much of it's about love and compassion, always seems to be doing the kind thing. He does have a couple of times, though, where he loses it, where he goes off, so to speak. One of them was, the most famous one, is when he goes to the temple in Jerusalem. In other words, he goes to their big church. And what they had was aligned outside all these merchants who were selling people animals to sacrifice. But they were selling them at exorbitant prices. It was extortion. Extortion of the worst sort, because it was extortion to draw close to God. That's no good. And here we see, notice the language Jesus uses about being angry here. And as Jesus taught them, he says, "Is it not written, my house will be called a house of prayer for all nations, but you've made it a den of robbers." Wow, that's powerful. So his anger is triggered, folks. His anger gets triggered when he sees them move away from that idea of all nations. Now, that idea of all, can we really have an expanded idea of that? I think the danger always is this. The danger when we say all nations is what I said before, but I really want to make sure we're clear on it. For many of us, me included, there's deep underneath, there's this little subtle, not so great part of our brains that goes, yeah, I believe in all nations as long as everyone's like me. I believe in all nations as long as everyone's like me. But that's not what it's talking about here.